Hi there everybody, this is Molly and welcome to another teaching video where in this video we're going to take a look at the Aquarius Midheaven. And in this video, this is a beginner level video. It is not a comprehensive reading. There are many layers to a career and professional astrological reading, so I'm just starting with some of the initial steps. And in this video, we're going to actually talk about something that's important to recognize in a chart. Now, the midheaven is always between the 9th house and the 10th house. It is where you have accumulated your energy, your experiences, relationships, self-identity. You've been through an energetic experience of the first 9 houses, and then this point between the 9th house and the 10th house is where the energy goes out into the world, where you have something to contribute. You are recognized, you are seen for the energy that is on the midheaven. It typically signifies a career path, a professional role, a job title, your contribution to the community, to the world, a specialty. It's basically what you're recognized for in a public manner. And so in a chart, we look for the midheaven for that information. Now, before I get started on the specifics of this chart, I want to call out something interesting here that might be in your chart. And if it's not in your chart, at least you can see how charts are very different and they can vary widely. Now, in this chart, we see that the 10th house starts at 23 degrees of Aquarius and it goes to 25 degrees of Pisces. But now look at the 11th house. It has 25 degrees of Pisces as its starting mark, all of Aries, and it ends at 12 degrees of Taurus. So this is a very big 11th house. Then you have the 12th house, which starts at 12 degrees of Taurus and goes to the ascendant at 29 degrees of Gemini. So you can see here that this chart has a very big 11th house. That means it also has a very big 5th house. And then it means that somewhere along the way, there's going to be smaller houses. Well, that's what happens over here in this quadrant. You can see the 7th house starts at 29 degrees of Sag. It only goes to 15 degrees of Capricorn. And then the 15 degrees go to 2 degrees of Aquarius. And then the 9th house also has that ruling energy where the 9th house is ruled by Aquarius at 2 degrees to the midheaven at 23 degrees. So understand that the houses in a chart are not all equal sizes. They aren't all equal energetically. It means that this person is going to have most of their life experiences, a lot of energies in the 11th house because the planets, the transiting planets spend more time moving through this part of their chart. I want to call that out because typically when you look at a chart for the midheaven, you look for a vertical line. You think, oh, it's right here. But then, oh, no, it's over here. It's always between the 9th and the 10th house. So understand that this is how some charts are laid out. And it's important to know that. So that's why this is also a beginner level video, is so that you pay attention to the sizes of the houses. Now, with this particular chart, we can see how the sun in Aquarius at 27 degrees is conjunct the midheaven in the 10th house. So this adds a lot of focus to this sun. Now the sun is about your self-identity, who I am in this lifetime, my abilities, my traits, how I self-identify. And when the sun is conjunct the midheaven here in the 10th house, we call it angular. It's an angular planet. It has a lot of strength in this chart. It really has strong Aquarius energy. And so the Aquarian energy is about groups, community, the collective, networks, associations, how you participate in the collective. It can be associated with, for example, nonprofits, humanitarian efforts, how you give back to the whole, how you give to something bigger than you, and how you self-identify with that energy. The sun conjunct the midheaven is very strong for someone who is personally identified with their career or profession. They feel that that is such a big part of who they are. And it's true because so much of this energy is in the 10th house of what you do, how you're recognized, and how you're seen. Now, this can make for someone who's in the public eye, because this is the most public part of a chart. So this could be someone who is famous, who's in the public eye, who is comfortable with that identity, who wants to be recognized out there in the world. And they want to do so through Aquarian energies. So more Aquarian energies would be science, technology, metaphysics, astrology, anything that takes humanity forward. Aquarian energy is different. It's spicy. It's interesting. It's, oh, I didn't think about that before. It's the energy of quantum leaps, of the bigger picture. What's the vision? So this could be a visionary. This could be someone who has a giant creative vision. It's a part of their self-identity, and it's where they spend a lot of their energy devoted to this endeavor. Aquarian energy can be rebellious. It can be an entrepreneur. It's that person who says, well, I'm going to do it my way. That would be the Aquarian rebel who wants to stand apart and stand out in the crowd, who wants to move the crowd forward, the collective, the group. So this is quite a strong placement here for someone with Aquarian energy who wants to do something in a bigger way, a bigger scale. There are the networks and the people they know. They could be very well connected, part of associations and groups, and they want to be a part of that. They want to connect. It's like an extrovert here. This is very extroverted energy, someone who needs to be out in society, collecting information, having conversations, someone who gathers information from the polls, for example, like after an election. There's so many ways this energy can show up. So you never want to assume. I would never assume. I could have general themes around where you would feel the most satisfied, where you would feel the most desire to achieve, because this is the place of achievement. Again, it's a public place of recognition. You want to be the expert, the official, the administrator, and that's built in part of your self-identity. So that's really important to understand. When the sun is conjunct the midheaven, especially in the 10th house, you are here to be recognized. A lot of your life is spent in this endeavor. When I see this in a chart, I think this person never wants to retire. They will still do something. They will still be connected and participating in life, in career, in their community. Pretty soon, they'll be the cruise director on the cruise ship, because they just want to be a part of something bigger than themselves and be connected with people. Again, the other side of Aquarian, though, is that rebel who says, I'm going to do it my way and no one can tell me what to do. So it's that entrepreneur who is probably very cerebral in their ideas, in their vision, where they're headed, where they're going. They're going to stick to that path and that plan and do it their way. So these energies show up differently for everyone, but I feel like this is a good way to understand all the dynamics in a chart. Now, you can always learn more in astrology. This is just that beginner level video to help you understand more about the energies. And I hope you'll join me in another video where I talk about more of the midheaven energies and guide you through more of the energy trails in an astrology chart. Thanks, friends.